Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm not trying to be particularly funny in this particular video, but I really have been asking myself the question, you know, is this being stabbed in the head? You know, these PCR tests where they take a swab and essentially sort of loosen your brain by going in there and swabbing out your upper sinuses, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I'm a layperson when it comes to medical stuff, but it can only be described as being stabbed in the head. Is this going to go on in perpetuity? I mean, we're going to have to do this forever just to travel? And I mean, the reason I ask is there seems to be a lot of things that just 2 years ago would have been considered anathema, would have just been considered beyond the pale, that are becoming somewhat, and I stress somewhat because I do think that there are people critically thinking, both inside and outside of governments around the world. And this really is a video that's about just sort of international travel generally. I'm not sort of pointing out America or Thailand or anybody else. But the question I think is still valid is like, are we going to have to be dealing with this in perpetuity? And then the next question is, and we've crunched all the numbers on this, but I'm not going to get into all of that, but I seriously question whether this is necessary based against the threat, quote unquote, that this causes. Is the cost benefit of constantly stabbing everyone in the head with and really putting people through a pretty uncomfortable time just to get on a plane and go somewhere? I mean, is this what we're going to do from now on? Because quite frankly, I don't want to live in a world where that's the case, and I don't think people are really critically thinking right now about this, and there's always kind of this phase when things change where, certain things fall by the wayside and certain things just, sometimes get accepted. I've got to say, I've just got a real, I just think the whole notion that, you need to be medically tested in order to travel. Yeah, okay, under certain circumstances, I can understand it. Back in the first couple of months of this whole, thing where we didn't know what this was, to me, I could at least understand the argument, but now, where it's pretty darn clear that, this isn't the Black Death, this isn't the plague, do we really need to continue doing this? And I mean, I'm not posing this to be funny. I'm not posing it to be snarky. I'm genuinely asking the question, how much longer is this going to go on?